Good evening, and what's going on? My name is DiCarlo Sweeting, and my co-host for the day is
George Missick.
George. What's going on? How's the family? Everybody good?
Everyone's fine, man. And you?
I can't complain. They living like queens on my side, so yes, I
Hey,
can thank God for that.
doing something right?
Yeah. Let me say happy birthday to my mother-in-law, Marlene Smith. Happy birthday. I hope you live to see many, many, many more. Alrighty.
I thought you were gonna sing too. No.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
I trying to wish her well. I ain't trying to wish her hell. Come on, that's the. I love the woman, man. I can't do it like that. My God. Oh boy. Anyway, let's find out what's going on in the news.
His right not to speak during the trial, but the report he gave to police was read into the court record. Justice Renee McKay instructed the jury that they must decide on whose account they believe, Kirk Cornish or that of his former girlfriend. The only tool they must bring, she said, is their common sense, and they should make their decision based solely on the evidence before them. On both counts of rape, Cornish was found not guilty by a unanimous vote. On the first count of assault, the jury voted by a 6-3 majority that he was not guilty. In the second count of assault, he was unanimously found not guilty. And on the final count against him, threats of death, he was found not guilty by a 6-3 majority. He said nothing to the press as he left the court, but he released a press statement less than an hour later. He said that he is blessed to turn the page on what has been the most difficult chapters of his life. He owes his deepest thanks to Almighty God for his constant faithfulness and guidance. To the people of North Abaco, the Member of Parliament said that he deeply appreciates their support. Their faith in him, he said, even through these challenges, has been a profound sense of strength, and he is truly humbled by the belief they have shown. He extended heartfelt thanks to his family, friends, colleagues, and his legal team. With this chapter now behind him, Cornish said he is ready to renew his commitment to the people of the Bahamas and particularly to the community of North Abaco.
Alrighty. So there you have it. Kirk Cornish has been came in not guilty. No counts, everything not guilty. This is, I guess, and I like to start off the show with some good news, and I guess for him it's good news. Now that I think about it, for her it mightn't be, but the MP is now not guilty. He is a free man. He is free of the case. The courts have found him. Interesting case. You're the lawyer. Let you tell me what you think about the case.
I didn't follow the case closely. Let me put my waiver in there. But I know generally the allegations that were made. The One of the things you learn in law school, criminal law, particularly with rape. Rape is something we always said easy to allege, hard to prove. It's one of the harder cases to get convictions on in any court because the main issue generally in most of these cases comes down to consent, whether it was consensual sex or not. Now, that's compounded when persons had a sexual relationship, acknowledged sexual relationship, because it's not a situation where someone just threw someone in the bush or break in the house and rape them. Right? They weren't strangers; these were acquaintances. Seemed to have had something going on, and um, I think prejudice come into it. Well, one is usually a case of he said, she said, a lot of times with rape again. So this wasn't a case where you needed a rape kit, find out whether his semen was there, why it was there, right? Acknowledge they were sleeping together. So that out of the way, it seemed like it turned down into uh, him saying this is a lover spot, woman scorn type situation. Her saying no, it ain't like that. So with that, the jury in criminal trials you have to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, meaning that the jury has to be sure that it is what it is. And so in these type of cases, add that to our own prejudices. Uh, it's very, very difficult to get a rape um, conviction. And that's why I think the idea of marital rape scares most people because because the whole idea that someone can just say, "Hey, nope, not tonight," or someone little right. People find that harder to police or harder to basically prove. And so it's the same problem. I saw a case where sat on in school where a uh, someone made an allegation of rape and false imprisonment. And when the defense counsel started cross-examining her, come to find out she was a heroin addict. She was on the corner selling.
Oh Lord.
I think a normal price was about $50. The dude said I only had but 30 or 40.
Oh, come on, man. Oh,
So she
Lord.
needed to get a hit, so she take the 30 or 40. Um, the evidence goes that they started to engage in sexual intercourse, and um, some happened, some break or so the dude say, okay, 15 minutes in, it was interrupted. I'm trying to keep it PG. um, and then so the dude went to restore, repackage, and the woman telling me that's it. Game time. I mean, that's it. Like, what you mean? That's it. I pay for the hour. Like, no, no. You finish. You come. You finish doing what you're doing. He's like, no, I'm not finished. And so there was a tussle, and and so unfortunately, I didn't stick around for the end for the verdict in this case, but you could just see the jury face as these things were revealed in court. It turned out to be that when I first heard the case of rape, again, I'm thinking, this guy broke in, hold this woman down. And when you start to hear the circumstances surrounding it, and the fella seemed like he got a bad deal, or he, I'm almost certain that it didn't go in our favor with all the prejudices again about lady of the night or street worker and all this stuff. So kudos. The verdict to me, like I said, wouldn't be surprising because I know these things are very, very difficult, even if true. I'm not to say that it's not true. The jury did their job. Um, Apparently, he got his fair day in court. She got her day in court, and the decision went one way. And so you have to live with the consequences. The unfortunate thing for a lot of people who get off of these type of cases is there's still a stigma attached because for the past I don't know how much years it's been going on, but that stain was there. The charge was there. You were in court, so some people mind, you know, maybe he got off, maybe it was fine, but it's hard to. Yes, you're happy you're not going to jail. You're happy that you have a verdict that says she was not guilty, but you know, a lot of times a lot of damage is done that can't really be repaired. But I think again in any relationship, people this these things people have to be very careful not to find themselves for whatever reason before the court, whether it's real allegations, whether it's a woman's gone, whatever you do. Sometimes yeah, you need to patch up some of these relationships. Make sure it doesn't get to that because um, it's one of those cases where you say there's no real winners. Yeah, he won, and like I said, happy. Spent a lot of money, probably not going to recover. Damage. He's a politician in the public eye, and so we'll see whether this bothers anyone next time he runs for election or if he runs or. But we have to respect the judicial system.
boy, the PLP now going through their candidates like a fine tooth comb right now, and this ain't looking good on Cornish behalf right now. I know they won't go down that road with him again. He got a lot. Although you say, like you say, you're saying he's not guilty, but the
Right.
mere fact you in the public eye for doing such a thing, it ain't a good look. If you representing my company and you doing that type of stuff, you get accused of that type of stuff. I too much on your run with
Right.
that because you making me look bad right now. And
Yeah, it's whether you want to take the risk, whether you want to go with damaged goods, because there has been some damage. And like you said, just even some of the personal details of private relationships have become public, right? There's a lot of things that people hear that they can't unhear,
yeah,
can't scramble off. And so people may know you too well now, know you more of you than you wanted them to know. And that could
right.
be a positive or it could be a negative.
Yeah, so I don't know how he can bounce back from this, but well, sometimes hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I'm sure the young lady isn't feeling any better either. It's hard for both of them, so we'll see how it goes for them in the future. And like they say, the court has spoken, not guilty. So I guess, like it or not, that's what they say. So let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
You asked and I delivered. Island Ish is back. The podcast you guys have known to love, to like to call in, to like to interact with. We are officially back. For the ones that don't know me, this is your girl Yams. Hearing me on Mix 102.1 FM or your favorite TGF underscore Yams. With the two S's, we're back with Islanish right here on Superior Talk. So make sure you're following the page. We're going live this Thursday, 6 p.m. Don't miss it. Follow us. It's about to get lit.
And we're back. Ah, George,
Yes.
they had now this really scaring me right now, and getting close to home. This weekend they had an earthquake in Cuba and in Jamaica.
Hmm.
I know y'all a little closer to them than us. Y'all didn't feel nothing or y'all didn't know nothing but anything, right? Because I can't believe this kind of stuff happening. This is almost unheard of. They have earthquakes in the Caribbean, and now they're moving slowly and slowly more north. And this, like I said, this scaring me right now. More and more north to us in the Bahamas, earthquakes are happening. And the scary part about earthquakes is after that, after earthquakes, there usually are I don't call them what do you call salamis? That's it. There's usually salamis that come after those things. Now in the Bahamas, we are a low lying country. We can't take much. A salami come and that's it. We ain't nothing we could do. It almost over.
Hmm.
This is very concerning to me, and I don't know what y'all ain't had nothing. Y'all ain't feel nothing. Y'all ain't see nothing. The
Yeah.
our foreign affairs minister, Minister Mitchell, he called those in Jamaica, found out how everyone was good. Even in Cuba, you know, Cuba's having little issues. They just got over they had a power issue over there, and now there's so one thing they were worried about was these things happening and people saying, hold on, this ain't a good place to be. Let me get out of Dodge. And now people start to really get out of Dodge and start going in
Well,
the
we know where they can go right now.
huh?
We know where they ain't going right now.
No, well, for Cubans it's different, but we can talk about that later. Let's. Well, I hope it's different for Cubans.
Yeah.
Let's hope. Let's talk about the earthquake. What have you heard about the earthquake?
Other than happen, well, I mean, they've been having earthquakes in the Dominican Republic, Haiti. Remember the bad earthquake? What was that 2010? Long, yeah. Um, Cuba. I'm sorry, Haiti, Dominican Republic, now Jamaica, Cuba. Uh, it's one of those things. You said we've always been concerned about hurricanes primarily, bad storms and hurricanes. So it's definitely something. I mean, there's a lot to be concerned of.
Yeah.
We hear a lot about global warming, and one day these islands will be under the sea, and all of this, and right. So I mean, one day I'm not going to be here, but but uh, you know, it these things, I guess, as the people say, or the Bible say, must a lot of things will come to pass. Uh, the earth has been around for a long time. Natural disasters, one shape, form, or the other, have been with us, and every year it's like Russian roulette. Seems like with the Bahamas, with hurricanes and so forth. So I think it's one more thing to worry about with earthquakes. Uh, Other than the Haiti earthquake, which killed a lot of people,
Yes, it did.
uh, yeah, I haven't heard. The good thing is I haven't heard about a lot of casualties, death wise. Definitely, earthquakes can do a lot of structural damage and so forth. So a lot of these things, if you're prone geographically, we probably need more scientists and stuff in the Bahamas to really keep an eye on these storms. I know if you remember what was that last month, that storm that kind of just sprung up in the Caribbean was here. Um, it wasn't here one morning in Turks, and a few hours later, a hurricane was passing by. So I think we all have to be kind of prepared for a lot of freak storms, things that's going on nowadays. Whatever for whatever reason it is, they seem to be more common, more frequent, and like I said, we're seeing our neighbors to the south, close south, having these problems. Then I like to say we always talk about how unprepared we are for hurricanes, which we are very familiar with. So God, help you. I don't know what to do in an earthquake, to be honest.
I wouldn't show. I have
So
no idea other than to go, what they say, go in the doorway or in the bathroom I we have
yeah,
no hurricane, I mean earthquake training here because it's something that we thought that would never happen. So I
right.
don't know. That I can't imagine the ground moving. That's a crazy feeling for me to actually think that the ground is moving. That that's something I've never want experience.
The first thing I'm thinking, the world coming to end. That's it. That Fox used to say, "This is the big one."
Yeah, I
So
take me now, Elizabeth, because I ready to go because I can't phantom thinking that the ground could move, and
yeah,
it always make me laugh with people who in California and they
oh
live
yeah,
there and this
yeah,
a
yeah.
typical thing. This always
Oh,
happening. You see,
yeah, yeah, they used to that. They know, but again, they know what to do. They know again because a lot of times with any tragedy or any emergency, fear is one of. I mean, that fright and people not knowing is one of the most dangerous things, right? So I think you have to sensitize. If we're prone, we're likely to have one of these based on what's going on or where we are. I think we definitely need to start along with the little fire drills and hurricane drills. We
yes,
need to start. What do you do in an earthquake? Uh, you know, uh, and yeah, just preparedness at this point. We're already a Christian praying nation, so we'll be all right. But one slip through, we should know how to identify it as an earthquake, and like you said, what to do. What should the children do? Wherever you are, what should you do? Should you come out of certain structures into open air? Should you get into? And so, yeah, I think government, everyone, not just government, because again, these governments fail us. So for us who are watching, Maybe even private citizens can start to set out literature and set up some training and for informational purposes for those to start to educate us.
Yeah. So, like I say, I wish all of those well in Cuba and Jamaica. Um, may God look after you all. But let's take another quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Yo, what's up, Bahamas? My name is Andrew Williams, aka Cat,
And I'm your boy Mix.
and we're representing Off the Bench, the number one talk sportcast in the Bahamas.
In the world, my boy.
My bad partner. So
Yeah.
we cover anything sports throughout the Bahamas. We cover our Bahamian athletes wherever they are, and they're making waves in sports. We cover them.
Hey, just tune in to us every Wednesday here on Superior Talk at 6 o'clock p.m.
The number one talk show in the
In
world.
the world, Craig.
All right. So we can start today's question a little bit early today because I know you like to talk politics. Y'all like politics. All y'all out there, y'all love politics. No, and y'all don't care who politics is. Y'all don't care American politics, Bahamian politics, Spanish politics. Y'all just like to talk politics. So, as you know, there was a presidential race in the United States of America where there was a Donald J. Trump versus Kamala Harris. Last week we did not air a show because we wanted the our viewers to watch the results. We spoke that day and we said, okay, let's take a side. You asked me who I got. You tell me I gotta pick one. So I say, okay. I know you going with Trump. I say let's go with Kamala and let's see how we could battle this out. Let's see how we could do this out. Now, as we all know, Donald J. Trump is now the president elect of the United States of America. He won. He took one head start there, and he never looked back. I mean, I was like, come on, man, slow down a little bit. I mean, he took off, and that was it. Yeah, Kamala started to come a little comeback, but every time she tried one little something, he take off again, and ain't nothing was happening. That race was over early. Ain't nothing much was happening. Um, One thing I've learned from this, America ain't never get no woman president. We ain't never got to worry about that. We can put that baby to bed. Let's move on. We ain't got to hurt our head with this no more. All Democrat, Republican, independent. Don't send no woman. Don't send no woman. Someone tell me say maybe the Republicans can do it, but
No,
I Republicans ain't that type of people.
no, no.
They
Women over two right now, and that's yeah. They don't
yeah,
have a good batting average right
no,
now. So
no, 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 no. Donald Trump should be arrested for beating these women them like this. But what you think? And we can get into what do you think caused Donald Trump to win? What made him such? I mean, like I said, when he took off, and it was bush crack, and man was gone.
you you were there in 2016, like me, when the first woman tried it, ran Hillary Clinton, right? And I remember election night. I remember I was in the States, and I was you might have been there. I don't know. I was in one sports bar, like, if I remember correctly, and um, the problem with that and what I saw repeat itself, like you say, within minutes of the election, the first polls that came out that with Trump leading set of polls when it closed and Trump was leading like 19-3 or whatever, like, yeah, it's over. Right. And I know it was over because I saw this movie before. I saw this with Hillary, right? Because the press told us that Hillary is gonna put a cut up on Donald Trump, right? Like I saw this movie play out before. And what I've been telling people all along, Kamala winning, Kamala, like, hold on, what station y'all watching? CNN, MSN? she winning if you're watching certain news stations, big time, right? And one thing that Trump said right his first term was how sensitized Me Too was the media, and how prejudiced and biased the media is. So I tried to get a fair. I have to keep switching between Fox and CNN, and to try to to balance this up, because depending on the station, they're 100%. Like there's no type of balance or fair reporting. It's just 100% one way. And so I started doing that, and I'm like, yeah, Trump. I mean, there was plenty of reasons. So let's go back to your question. The economy, right? I've always said elections, governments change primarily based on the economy. Economy is doing bad. People want more money. As the number one, usually the number one ticket item is the economy. Kamala Harris wasn't talking about the economy, right? Immigration, safety, as a next very important thing, right? People taking our jobs, which again directly affects the economy. So the two big headline tickets were Donald Trump was leading in those polls in terms of what people was important to people: the economy, immigration, safety, the war in Ukraine. Kamala were talking about abortion. I don't know. I turned into a lot of the summer campaigns. I saw Sexy Red or what, Meg the Stallion, Beyonce them dance. Yeah, right? They just was bodying. I don't know. And the more Kamala Harris spoke, the more she dropped in the polls, right? When they had that wave with Biden coming in, going out, and right, then he endorsed it, and right, so there was a lot of money and people that went behind Kamala Harris. And remember, for the past 3 years prior to that, it was all trying to put Trump in jail, to jail him. He was getting indicted. He had the insurrection thing, the Stormy Daniels issue. So again, that showed me fair early on in the Democrats. I said the Democrat strategy, they can't beat Trump, right? The only way we could beat Trump in this election is to stop Trump from being in this election. And when that failed, when everyone realized that Trump actually will be on the ticket, he's not going to be in jail on that day. I think it was over from then, because, like I said, the Democrats, um, the last 4 years weren't great. Yeah, nobody was jumping up and down. Biden didn't do no all-star performance. Kamala Harris, you barely saw her, because even the Democrats kept her. I mean, they did their own disservice to her, right? Maybe she would have been a better candidate and been more out there, but she simply wasn't. So this was all about smoke and mirrors, the woman vote. Hillary had to break the glass ceiling. I forget what. I just never could understand Kamala Harris. What would be, what was better than never before. Every time she talked, it confused me. that was that was the next thing. It was a very confusing. It was a very artificial election, because the idea that anybody in America with 2 months or 3 months to the election is just going to jump in a race, that some other people have been campaigning for a long time, and you're going to win this race that easily. It was a lot of fool's gold. Like they should have pulled Biden a long time ago. I mean, I give the Democrats credit because they really put on a good show. I mean, based on what they were working with and what they were able to do and achieve, they actually convinced people that Kamala actually had a chance to win. But to me, that was dead on arrival. And again, on election night, when you see the black people voting against a supposedly black candidate in large numbers, when you saw those votes from the black males up 20, right? Like you said, Joe Biden outperformed in every category. You started to look at the early analytics. I'm like, no way, the Hispanics. Once he won Florida, I go on color, or I gonna do something else. That was it. And he won Florida big time, which was a big state that the the Democrats won last time. Then Georgia was in danger. All these, like, I mean, the party was over in Democrats headquarters very early, because once you start to see the trend and how those groups that they needed to vote for them didn't vote. Remember, Obama got must be all the black votes, because that's our first black. We wasn't taking no chance on that. He got 2 terms. A lot of black people wasn't overly excited about him, what he did during those 2 terms, but so be it. Biden got endorsed from Obama, so he got a lot of his black votes. Kamala Harris didn't get anywhere close to what Biden or Obama got. That was a big item, and the rest was history.
I I felt like you said Kamala Harris did a great job in coming in at the last minute. She took a job that nobody wanted to take at that time because Joe Biden was so behind, and Trump even knew it. Trump, cause now remember now, Trump get a little scared when they switch, and he start carrying on. Oh, hold on, wait, Joe is
Yeah,
y'all trying to ting up this and y'all cheating. Oh Lord, y'all cheating and y'all this and that, and then he just should have stay patient, run your
yeah.
race, and Kamala did a great job in doing what she did. That's selling herself, and I think that was about it. It's
I think
very odd.
sorry, let me correct you. I think the Obamas and everybody else did a good job in selling Kamala. Kamala was our worst enemy at the end of the day.
How
It wasn't about Kamala.
the whole marketing scheme was to sell Kamala, and they had the right marketing people to do it. And they will always, the Obamas them will always be, Bill Clinton them will always. Once you move Hillary out the way, they will always be great marketing people for the Democrats because they were
They
great
had the money.
presidents and they did a great job and the people loved them and the people still love them. So there's nothing that they did wrong to sell Kamala other than Kamala. So the little concerts they had and everything, get the people hype up, trying to draw that attraction. That's what you got to do when you're coming from behind. You got to do what you got to do. You got to do little desperate things to do to get ahead.
Yep.
They tried their best, but when you living in that type of economy, and uh, to me, Trump caused a lot of that bad economy himself. He's
Yeah.
partially blamed. Yeah, he's partially blamed.
For the
Uh,
last 4 years,
the rent, no, well, is what they inherit because the economy what he inherited from Obama, he was
They inherited a COVID. Now you gonna make me
uh,
go on. You gonna make
uh,
me go on
uh, everybody gone after that thing. I mean, everybody piped up and gone had a good time. Those people, those business owners, them was talking about record profits
yeah.
in that time. They was making money hand over fist,
Which
and
time? Which time this was?
this was right after COVID when all the prices everything going up. When
Remember,
people
election was in 2000.
right
COVID
and,
19.
and that's
COVID
why
19 basically came
and,
in 2000.
and yeah, but when when Trump had it, he was talking all foolishness, but you get rid of COVID with bleach and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, but every government pretty much changed because nobody knew, right? Minas was a victim. Just about every government in the got swept out because of COVID. If your
Yeah,
election was around the time, your luck was suck, right?
yep,
Even when the Democrats came in, they're like, "Oh, we spurred the economy. Oh, we created all these jobs. You didn't create jobs. People went back to work. The country opened back up. People simply went back to some of the jobs they had before, right? And
right,
so but I mean, politics is is the luck of the draw.
yep.
You
Bad
claim
time.
the you claim the credit for the good, and you gotta suffer for the bad. But it's a valuable. It's a very interesting election. It's going to be a interesting 4 years. And like I said, if the early indicators are indicating that Trump may, particularly in the short term, may be very beneficial to the U.S. economy. Sometimes we talk about the baseball game last time, and when you got to sub out the coach, that's the nine inning. You see the pitcher getting falling down. You need to bring in that closer, that relief pitcher to take him out of trouble, right? And I think the country was in trouble because, and the next thing with the Democrats lie too much. They spend too much time telling everybody Trump is a liar, but they was lying on Joe Biden down to the end. Tell Joe, oh, we can't lie for you no more, Joe. Joe, do the right thing. Go, right? And there's also a theory that Joe threw Kamala on them to sabotage them because they do Joe dirty. Um, some people were screaming for the past 4 years. This man got dementia. This man don't look like he. Oh no, he's fine. We see him falling down. We see him fumbling his words and all
Yeah,
these
but
different.
it's hard to do something about a sitting president, especially when you got the thing on. You as the Democrats, you got the you in charge. Unless that man drop down dead, it's hard. Cause
No,
no,
no, no,
no,
no. They
no.
they they could have saved that ship. What they trying
How?
to do with Kamala in the end? They
Uh,
could put that long time.
no, the man is sitting thing on, and at that time, nobody wanted the job.
Hey, someone put the quote from Kamala. What can be unburdened by what? I still don't know what that means. I really don't know what that means.
Oh, I know you don't. But like I say, nobody wanted that job. That job was a hard job to come into at that late time.
Yeah, but
I
It's,
see
it's
no.
not it's not whether it was a hard job. The man was unfit for office for a long time. He was unfit. He simply was. So what you mean? You had America on autopilot. How many times did Joe Biden falling down the stairs trying to get up in the plane and right? Like the man. I mean, it was almost cruelty. To have Joe Biden as sitting as president. He's still sitting as president, but again, they blew an opportunity. They thought they could camouflage him enough. They thought a lot of things that Trump would be in jail by and those things didn't happen. And then Trump supporters never lost Trump. But once the Republicans nominated him and that groundswell took back up, it was like over. It was over. So and then the Democrats again. There was a lot of all that woke stuff. All there's plenty things all indications Trump should have lost because of all indictments, all right. But for Trump to beat you in that condition, that says a lot. And for not the Democrats to basically get taken out in the Senate and the House, it was more than just Trump and Harris. This was that whole party, a lot of the ideologies that they had, a lot of that came back to haunt them, and they're gonna need to change course a bit because it. And then there was a lot of lying, a lot of pandering. All them people who supposed to leave America the next day, everybody's still there. So, yeah, you know. So that's my 2 cents.
Everybody was supposed to leave America. What you talking about?
Oh, you remember all the Democrats, all the Whoopi Goldberg, and everybody was saying they if Trump win out, they can pack their
Oh,
bags and
no,
they
come
leaving the country.
on. You listen to people run on with foolishness. I mean, y'all, they done already had Trump as president before. And one thing I
Right?
didn't learn, no matter who, even with our thing, with our governments, no matter who they are, you still gotta live. That ain't changing nothing. That ain't breaking nothing. Whoopie them is
Yep.
millionaires. They ain't going nowhere. They money making. They can say what they want, say do what they want to run on with. They money making, so they're leaving that. But the point is, a lot of people didn't like Trump and the way that he approached things, the way he said things. He was he wasn't presidential. Let me put it to you like that. And
Mr. Lawrence is still talking fool, Carlo.
what? Yeah, and I expect that. But if he knows for himself, Trump wasn't presidential. Trump didn't have. I always remember this with I don't know if you remember with Perry Christie, and he was out doing one speech, and he gave the people the finger. I don't know what speech he was doing or whatever. All of us was like, and he can say what y'all can say what y'all want. That was not prime ministerial at all, and we know that. But for Trump and anyone with a little bit of sense and Bohemians, and I can say this to Mr. Law, we only want Republicans, want be Republicans or vote Trump because you had three reasons. You could say economy, you could say but definitely the Democrats with that sissy talk. I mean, sorry, LGBTQ
The,
talk.
the
That is
transgender, one
yeah.
bathroom.
that ain't gonna never fly. I don't care where you going and how you try to hold on to that. That ain't gonna work. People, that ain't nothing to hold on to. I wouldn't have messed with it. Let that dog sleeping where he's sleeping and leave that alone. Trying to get your economy because the economy wasn't as bad after inflation started. If you look at it right now, the economy picking up right now. After the first year.
Yeah, Trump in, after Trump came
Oh
in.
no, stop that.
When
Stop.
or
Now
when we or
we was
when
talking
everybody knew Trump was likely to come in, yeah.
sense. We was talking sense. Now
Carlo, the economy wasn't going nowhere if Kamala Harris took over.
the, we ain't sure the economy going anywhere with Trump. Because
Boy, boy,
Trump
looking good
with,
already.
with wanting them taxation what he did, especially for you boys them. Yeah, he ain't do such a good job with that economy. Don't mind him running on with foolishness. He ain't do nothing with that.
And
Don't I want to get Jason can sit up there and talk foolishness with that. Now if y'all want to talk with y'all sissy talk and y'all know y'all ain't into that, I with y'all 100%. But let's get down to business now. Trump ain't the best man for that job. No, 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 no.
remember,
We ain't
Republicans
saying
have
no,
always the
sir.
Republican Party has always been better for the Caribbean business
No,
wise.
no, that has not been proven as yet.
They always
That
been
has
better for our
not been proven
financial
as yet.
services.
They have
I'm
done
telling
thing
you.
about it ain't no difference. They have not proved that as yet. That's something y'all to say and make up.
They've
I
always
have
been
been
better.
looking for the proof, and ain't no proof of that yet. Democrat, Republican, people still come in. Don't try that. That's a good one. I was waiting for you to come with that one. Don't try that. You're making that one up. Don't, no, 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 no. Go
Hello,
check the facts. That one ain't no true. Now give me one next one. I with you with the
I can tell
LG.
you what happened with the why I can't be Democrat now, right? I was called a misogynist for the first
What?
time in my life. Yeah. This was election night. I said to a friend, I said, boy, look like Trump winning, right? So they said, I said, so they said, why? I said, well, I some of the same conversations we had. I said, well, I'm not really surprised. I said, but you said, oh, I didn't know you were a misogynist.
What?
Whoa! I had to go look that word up again because I had so much like don't like women. No boy, I'm
What?
a Democrat. I love
What?
women.
What?
I mean, I had to go look up the word, but that's what the Democrats were doing to everybody. Like, and that's what Obama pissed off all the black men with. Remember, that's why those black men votes gone up. I'm really going to tell them y'all ain't vote for Kamala. I mean, y'all hate black women. Y'all scared of women. Y'all and that's how I felt. I still feel hurt about this. I have to
Uh,
drop this label.
I know, but none of that. That's a little bit extreme. I don't know where they were
They were very extreme. If you don't vote
that
for
one.
her, you this. Maybe I just don't like her. Maybe I don't think she's a. Because I tell people if it was Condoleezza Rice or someone, you wouldn't give me any black woman or any woman to tell me. But I've voted for women in elections. I would be Turks and Caicos had a woman premier. Like nobody. And that's never been the problem. You can't tell me in America isn't ready for a female candidate. Women are in leadership roles. There's a lot
I
of
know about
women in
that,
the
George. I know about that.
Constitution, which
I
the
not that
Supreme
big
Court.
chair.
No, no, they
I think
forget
they're
it.
ready for that.
You can't bring Hillary Clinton, and we know you can't bring Kamala Harris, right?
I think who you can bring. You can't bring nobody. Who you can bring?
You could bring better than them. I just told you if Condoleezza Rice, who I still like
No
her,
sir. No sir. Ain't nobody taking no con. No no. No sir. Come on now. You're scrapping the ball. You might as well do Kamala. Come on.
no,
Condoleezza.
no sir, no
No
sir.
sir.
How?
No
No
sir.
boy, that's like night and day. That's
No sir.
night and day. That's
No
night
way.
and day.
Condoleezza ain't had it and everybody know that's why
Condoleezza
they
Rice was over in Europe stopping wars,
oh what
bullying.
war? What you talking about? What war she was stopping?
Okay, okay, okay.
There's
We know
no way in God's green earth no one was going to vote for any Condoleezza Rice.
why
No
not?
way. We all know that. That's why where is Condoleezza Rice anyway? That's why
She's
she
she's
can roll
happy
up.
retired. She's a sensible, decent. She's happily.
So
She's riding up.
why that was Trump girl? Why
No,
Trump?
that was Bush girl. That wasn't Trump girl.
Trump was riding right along. Well, she was riding along right with Trump, and what happened?
And that happened. She moved
And
on
boy,
side.
I hear see a little while. Ah, we all knew. Yeah.
Anyway,
That
we
was
on Trump. We on the next 4 years of Trump and Trump.
yes.
I make me wonder if they keep the last elections for Trump. But anyway, we leave that
Oh
alone.
no. Come on now. Come on now. That one. After all what Trump do, Trump really think he could have win that election? The people
Boy, it
just
was close.
had enough of him, man.
It
That
was
was too
close.
much right. That was too
This
much.
election wasn't close. This was a beating. This
Oh
was
yeah.
the last.
Yeah. I haven't even running
That,
from that. But I'm
that one was.
saying Trump in his last term, it wasn't a good job. And they knew it. The American people knew it, and that's why they voted him out. We ain't gotta run from that. The proof already there in the pudding. We ain't gonna run from that. Now, we talking about the election and why he win. Yeah, we're not the best opponent for Trump. Right now, Trump, y'all know, Trump had y'all, Trump could get y'all with talks. Trump loved the talks. I can tell you the truth. I like to watch Trump. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
I like to
Exactly.
watch Trump. You
So,
can say what
so
you
when
want
Trump,
to say. This
yeah,
could be entertaining 4 years.
that's good TV. That's
Yeah,
good
oh
TV.
yeah, wonderful TV. Something for us
Yeah.
to talk about every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Trump get out something for us. Now, you really think Trump could do a lot of these things he say he can do?
I think he's gonna try. He's already you well that's the good thing I like with Trump again, and our government needed to take stock, right? Um Trump even ain't president yet, and Trump knows already working, right? Trump knows already calling up people, already putting policies, already got his cabinet. Elon Musk them about to do some, to cut back big government. Marco Rubio about to right. So Trump got his act together already
All they
from
ain't
day.
gonna do is thief money. That's all they ain't gonna do.
Whatever they about to do, they look ready to do it. Right? I had a border czar telling boy, and these dudes coming on like gangsters. Y'all need to
They
start
are
talking,
gangsters.
right? that's that's what I want to see our minister immigration start to do when if you ain't coming gangster like this Trump team, I don't want to hear from you, right? They looking you in your face and telling you before they get boss, when I reach it over, right? And again, if they can't do, it won't be for lack of trying from what I see because these dudes look quite serious with implement what they say they're gonna implement.
A mass migration thing. Come on now.
Oh,
Come
what's
on.
wrong with that?
Come
What
on.
is wrong with it?
You just can't. I don't think it's possible to do.
Why not?
I don't think it's
Illegal.
possible to do.
They coming in mass numbers.
I don't think it's possible. You know what it takes to do the job what Trump said he can do? The monies
You
it takes for
know
all of
what it
this?
take. You know what it take to keep these people coming into your
No.
country,
Now,
right?
what he should have said was he can, whoever here, leave that alone. They done there. Now,
Oh no, no, no!
no,
I didn't say
hold
that.
on. I
I didn't
talking.
say that.
Hold on now. Hold on. I saying this because what it
Oh,
takes financially to deport it was 2 million people. It
yeah.
it's almost unheard of.
How much,
You
how much
can
money they
blame
give
your
Ukraine
country
every
trying to
month?
do that.
How
Now
much money they? How much money does America give Ukraine every month?
I don't know what they give them, but
Billions.
I know one thing: they can and they would not fit and see the work that it takes to do that mass migration. It don't even make no sense. Now, I would better take that money to say, okay, nobody else getting in. I'd rather, when Trump first come in talking about,
But you,
Mexico can build a wall for them and thing up. See, this is the same poppycock ideas what he's come up with and get you all riled up. Mexico ain't built the wall yet, and you all believe these things what it could happen. These things take very, very, very. You got to be very tactical, very critical on how you can do these things. A mass, like for us, just to get couple Haitians them from here to Tingham, that is
yeah,
caused us. We have to calm down. And say, hold on, this a lot of weight. This a lot of
right,
money. This a lot of
right,
Tingham. For him
right.
to do that,
Well,
you putting a strain on your budget that almost I no, I
there's a
can't see it happening.
there's
Pipe,
a strain now. There's
pipe,
a strain. There's a strain. Biden doors left the border open. Say, come, we ain't checking. Come,
uh,
go to work. People can put you
and
up in your house.
and
And
that's
what
why
does
I
that
say
cost? open the floodgates for everybody to come. So you have a
And,
bunch of illegal people that they let in
uh-huh,
that's still illegal. And
uh-huh.
Trump basically say y'all need to go home. Who job y'all taking? The black man job?
They
That's
taking
the problem.
everybody's job. But the point
No,
is, y'all just like here, y'all hiring these people like everybody else. Somebody hiring them. They ain't got no job. Ain't no Mexican hiring Mexicans. That's
why
why I say. That's
I
why.
also love illegal immigration so much. Why? Every time people say send back illegal immigrants, people who bust into your country like gangsters, like terrorists, you don't know who they are, you don't know what they're into, right? Anytime these people come, when it's time to go home, oh no, don't send them back. Oh, why not? If
I
you don't
George.
send me home, listen, home ain't as bad as a lot of these people make you think. These people want, right? A lot of people come into your country, those people aren't being persecuted. They're not running from persecution. You know what they're running for? Again, they want a higher pay. They want better. So they want to take your job. They want to take your wife, your husband, wherever it is, right? Bunch of problems. Your resources, your medical services. It's a lot of money to maintain illegal immigrants.
Yes,
And so the message has to be that one is not open for illegal immigrants. Like they said, and it might sound harsh, but again, we becoming too sensitive to our own detriment to other people's plight. You enough of them come, you know what? We're gonna be just like Mexico in some of these places, right? They're gonna
George.
make some of these U.S. cities that was prospering. Once
I
you over,
I agree with you 100%. But I'm saying the energies and monies that it takes for the people who dare to get them back, you spending a lot of money. I would rather spend that money on blocking up the place that no more come, because you can't handle no more. That was the problem that they were saying with Kamala. You letting all these people in. Now you got to stop. Your best bet now is to stop these people coming in. I ain't saying those who there illegally, don't round them up and do. But to say you can round a mass migration, you can round up all. Now tell Trump stop now. Stop. You ain't doing all. Let's leave that. And
you
my
know, you
scary
know what,
part.
you know what, you know what most illegal immigrants do? They bring more. So they get in next week. They cousin, they Grammy,
So that's why I
everybody else
say
come in.
spend the money on blocking that, closing up that hole. Whatever that hole is that they got them, the cousin and the auntie coming in, clog that up. Stop them from coming. That's where you spend your money, and you better off that way. But when you trying to spend all your money on getting fined for you, you gotta find who there illegally, grab them, send them back. And I scared for my Bahamian people, because I know plenty of y'all, all Bahamian people, y'all come home. For God's sake, don't come home and shame when Trump send y'all home on the thing. If you go over there illegally, try and come home. For God's sake. But like I said, it was my thing of I ain't spending no more money. I ain't spending no more money that I spent on mass migration, on migration. I ain't say mass migration, on migration that I spent the year before, the year before that, and the year before that. I spending all my money on clogging up that hole. Ain't nobody else getting in. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. You ain't getting in here no more. Call your cousin, them, tell them, don't come. Ain't nothing happening. These people crazy now. Don't
But
come.
what for the said there now? Again, who this ain't no cheaper to keep a situation,
And
right?
I
Because all
said,
of them come with a price tag. Every hand that you have to
yes,
feed, you have to
yes.
house. Um,
Like I said, the same amount of money I spent last year on migration, the same amount of money I spent the year before that on migration, that's what I spending on migration. I ain't saying everybody's staying, but for Trump to sit up and say he can send everybody home, which we all know is impossible, you can't find everybody. You can't do that, and you can't put the burden of that on your treasury to do that. And Congress and the Senate them ain't gonna pass that like that. Say, hold on now, this costing a lot of money. This,
there's
you
a,
know, the
there's a
resources now
Republican
you have to
candidate.
pay
There's a
for that to
Republican
happen.
party. There's a
Yeah,
Republican
but
party. They
Republicans
can
about
pass
money now.
anything.
One thing with Republicans, they about money. They hold on now. You ain't wasting up our money with no foolishness now. Hold on. And I want you to think Donald Trump is a Republican.
That
Donald Trump
ain't
is just a means to ways.
Nicolo. That's not foolishness. That's a lot of Americans voted on this immigration issue. So it means it's a problem for you ask
Yes.
Bahamians. No, come back home to the Bahamas, right? Yeah, but yeah, Bahamians really object when if any government start talking about sending back illegals.
And I agree. And
How?
guess what? And guess what? I agree with you 100%. And when they go ahead and say we can start this thing, remember, I don't remember McCartney. McCartney had on his fatigues. He camouflaged, say, boy, gang with the immigration crew, and he going go rile up all the people there. Go and do all
Yeah,
of that. Get people excited. That's how he got his name and his fame. He going
right.
go do this. We all love that. But how much extra we deport? Ain't not much extra because it's too much of a strain on the treasury. That's a lot of money to do that. And he can say
It's,
what he wants to say.
it's a
Ain't
lot of
no
money.
mass migration going on. Spend your
It's a
money on clogging up the hole.
listen, it's a lot of money to do that. I think financially is a lot more money to not do that. And that's what people don't see, right? People when you start to get these services that your people can't even use because you got so much immigration, right? So the hospital care and stuff used to be free for right? A lot of these schools, not a lot of babies start putting their children in private schools because they couldn't get in public schools no more, right? Because the hospital, you start going private, the clinics start to pop up. Why? Because we start going to the round and them, we can't, the line's too long. Because we got a lot of legal people that you have to take care of them, right? So it eventually puts a strain on your own people to the point
Yes,
that
it
it
does.
pushes you out. And so you have to send that message. You can't, what the Bible say, don't get weary and doing good. You can't stop the fight. You can't stop fighting this immigration influx. And America has gotten lapsed. Trump says some harsh things. I don't agree with all this, but a lot of things are necessary. When you talk about the tariffs on China, people, oh my God, no, you can't. Why? What China ever do for the U.S.? China sitting up there thinking how we will not make the Americans' lives better, right? So some things that Trump saying, remember the Chris Rock movie? What that movie was? God Bless America and no one.
And nobody else. Hey, every time I see Republicans, that's the first thing I
Think
say.
about Trump, right?
That's how they think. God bless America and nowhere else.
But but like I said, as an American, that should sound good to you. As people who trying to benefit from America, yeah, and that's why a lot of people outside America more hurt than Americans in there. But if I'm inside looking out, I'm supporting a lot of the things that Trump say because these are things that event have benefit. They should be for my benefit, right? Yeah, it's gonna hurt some people. It's gonna hurt some relationships. But you know what? Some of those relationships, like Trump like to say, are one sided. They no benefit us. We trying to be friends with everyone. Like this war in Ukraine. How long can America finance this war? Right? Like somebody paying for this. This ain't like they just printing out money. I go into work every day to pay for this war in Ukraine. I don't know one Ukrainian, but like you say, Zelensky every time he come, he leave with $60 billion. Right? Go blow up some tanks. A war. So somebody have to say this war need to end. How I don't know what Biden's strategy was, but it's like okay, nobody talking to nobody. You can't send Biden or Harris because none of them can put two sentences together and make coherent sense. So they were not good diplomats, right? So as they get in again, Putin saying he want to talk, right? So you need leadership. You can't shrug leadership. If you want to be in government at the top, you can't be weak. And I think that's one of the things people need to. You're gonna make some unpopular decisions. We can't please everybody, but my job is to do what's in the best interest of this company, this country, and that's what I think what resonates with Trump. Even if he's wrong or something, it looks like he got our interests at heart. He ain't selling us out to nobody else, to the foreigners. He ain't selling us out to China. He ain't selling us everything he says. America first. America first.
Yes, and I agree with that, but you have to be realistic with some of the things that he say because I can always go back to he say Mexico can build a wall. Mexico ain't building no wall. Come on, man. Y'all, this is what you can't take Trump literally because legislatively, legally, it cannot happen. It ain't gonna happen. I don't
A
care
lot
what. He is a
but
good
remember
marketer and he
his last
sells
term coming.
himself. Trump sells himself greatly. But
Yeah.
when it's time, the tire meets the road, them things ain't gonna happen. Go back to when Trump was in charge, when he said with Mexico and all this stuff. Look at his repatriation budget how much he gone up. What difference did he do in his 4 years? Because he didn't really do nothing much different than anyone else do when it came to repatriating people and all these other stuff. If anything, he made a worse thing of because what was happening was
You
when,
watch a lot of
when
CNN.
huh? No,
You watch
no.
a lot
One
of
thing I hold on now. One thing I do, as much as they talk, but Fox, CNN, MSNBC, I try to watch all just like you to level it out so I could hear all sides. I sit down and say, let me just watch Kamala damn thing. Let me listen to Trump then. Let me see what Trump them saying also. Because I fully nothing. Because like I tell y'all, there's certain things I agree needs to be done and
Yep.
there's certain things I could take some of the Republican stuff, I could take some of the Democratic stuff. That's how you got to live your life. Whatever one more is more to your side, then you got to go. But I can see logically, and I want y'all to think logically. Y'all live in the mamas where repatriation is going being done
Mm-hmm.
repeatedly. We ain't got no money for it. America ain't gonna sit up there and spend all their money. Because the first thing they got to stop, like you say, that war in Ukraine, I don't even know what that even all about. That can
I don't
stop.
know what kind of war that is because
I,
Zelensky always jumping the plane, coming to America on the beach. Like,
they got this other one in Israel and Hamas. That's another thing they got to go look at now. Trump say he can finish that off. I ain't seen nobody stop them people from fighting yet. That been hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands a year. I wish him luck with that one. If y'all believe
no,
that one happen, go
they
ahead.
can stop, but
But
you can't
got
be
to
you
stop the
can't be
fighting.
fighting every day. You can't. It can't be out of control. You know,
You,
like
you you can't stop them people. Them people, something wrong with them people. I ain't getting involved with them. They're from Jesus them days. You ain't stopping that. I don't care what he try to run over it. That one on a whole nother level. Ain't nothing happening there. Now, there was this thing I'm going around where I don't know if it's true or not. You might have seen the meme where they say Trump is saying one parent has to be a Bahamian, not Bahamian, sorry, an American in order for your
yeah.
child to automatically get citizenship. Now, I know if it's true or not, but Trump, anything liable with Trump. Hey, that actually ain't a bad, that mightn't be a bad policy. I
I
kind of agree with that. You
I
ain't
making no
coming
more.
here, catching Walmart, go have your baby, then go back to Walmart with a no, 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 no. That to me, that was slack on American behalf in the first place.
No, but again, Bahamians mad. People who don't do it in their own country mad.
I
And
agree.
again, like you said, you have to go for your own. But again, from their side, they're going. You can see why they would say that, right? Some of these things get abused, and they
Yes.
dealing with the consequences. But like they don't bother me because I can't have no children right now, so I get they can do what they want to do in the next 4 years with that.
That ain't right now. Yeah, you can't say, okay, I can have my child over there and I have my child, oh, my child straight now. Boy, that's your problem now, or whatever like that.
Why not?
Yeah, what you mean, why not? If like you say, if this is something you believe in, why we doing it? Because Bahamians love that. We'll sit down there, we ain't want no Haitian coming here. You don't have no baby yet, don't this and that. But we can jump on the plane and go run to America, go have child so our child could be American. Now, how hypocritical are we with that?
You don't even want to give you citizenship and you live here all your life,
Thank
you
you
boy.
all years. When you get 18, you got to apply.
My, my, my last all the children was born, go home, and come back when they turn 18 or 20, saying they're Americans, right? Nobody will pay taxes, but
No,
they will go to war.
exactly. All of y'all want to do these things. Y'all's the biggest hypocrites you could ever find. And y'all know why y'all doing it. Why? I don't know. But that's what y'all doing. But let someone come in the Bahamas talking about, oh, they want to have to, hey, no, 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 no.
You
Don't come
want
here with
baby
that.
pass.
Don't come here with that.
Hey, and they will leave in a week or two with their American passport. Who leaving
Passport,
here with baby
birth
pass?
certificate, everything. Social security number, all the thing. Driver's license, everything they want for the child. Everything. I don't understand it. Y'all ain't right. Y'all is the biggest hypocrites you could find. Y'all got this thing. I don't know. Y'all, you don't like, you don't like.
I think they should let. I think America should let babies vote. Just out us live in Puerto Rico and Hawaii. Just count up our votes because we have a lot to say.
Y'all ain't got no say. Y'all going. Where y'all going? Who y'all going with? Y'all only care, but y'all don't want no LGBTQ. That's all y'all care about. The economy, once I can come in there and do my little bit of shopping and come back. I know with the LGBTQ, now some of they laws, but they already think I ain't like they had to shut that down. That was out of control.
I
That
don't even think it's that, that ain't what killed the Democrats. The last, it was more of this whole. It was the Dwayne Wade situation, right? What the boy name? What Zaya Wade types. It was all this indoctrination
yes,
of nobody. And I always say Bahamians don't have no problem with no LGBTQ community, right? Like generally, well, the T little out there, right? But there's some of them letters we have little issues with, but
yeah, we
generally speaking, it and I like to say when the movement started, it was born this way, and we all was fine with that. We all know these people that born that way. They never, they was like that, right? But we started recruiting exercise, which I think can send the children, yes, at 3 or 5. Then we get up and say his little boy, no, at 2 or 3, he was whatever, he want to be a girl, and we
foolishness.
support this and all this
Yes,
foolishness, right?
yes,
And so I think again they crossed that line where a lot of Americans just was not willing to go with them. Like, hold on
yes,
now, hold on. Like you say, it was fine when you start fooling with the children. There's another story. We believe, for the most part, that adults can do basically
but
most things for adults are legal.
yes,
That's what you want to do. That's fine.
fine.
But we now starting to convert children and telling me my children have to learn
Yes,
this stuff in school and
foolishness.
no, we ain't there, we ain't there. And
I,
that's what I think they pushed that envelope too far,
yep,
too far, and you know people
I,
push
I
started to push back.
I agree 100%. We all us either got a gay family member or we know someone who gay. We ain't gonna run from that. But I think they just get a little bit too greedy. Either one was worrying but y'all and y'all if you are gay over there, then that's fine.
Yeah,
You's a grown adult. I don't really care what y'all do over there. But when you gotta tell me I have to, me,
yep,
I ain't your business, buddy. I
yep,
have to. And then what the pronoun thing is now, he, she, them, they,
yep,
what
yeah.
your mama call you Clay, I'ma call you Clay. I
And
getting mixed up in all that. You wake up one morning, you feel like a he. You make up the next one, you feel like a she. I don't have time for that. My life is complex enough. I
yep,
don't care what you do with your personal stuff and whatever. But please, for God's sake, don't get me mixed up in anything else. If you name
and
John, I can
leave the
call you
children,
John.
don't fool with my parental rights to parent my
Yes.
child the way I see fit, right? And we good.
Yep.
Um, that's all I ask.
I don't even
And the kids,
understand why we had to get this far. How we get here.
yeah,
And it happens
and
so quick.
the men and women sports stuff. Like, I mean, come on, like anyway, we ain't
How to
trying to
make
get we ain't trying to get censored and take it off of the air. So let's move on.
oh we gotta move on. We gotta move on to oh Lord. Boy, we did run over today. Boy, y'all's get like I say, politics, y'all in politics, y'all behemoths in politics, y'all love y'all politics. Y'all can sit up and talk politics all
All night.
day. All day. All day. But anyway, let's I gotta pick my bungie of the day. My bungie of the day is, and I don't care who this is out here, too bad. Anyone right now who talking about Christmas, ain't it now.
You
Stop your
talking
fool.
about Christmas?
Christmas. They playing Christmas music now. People talking about the game Christmas show. Uh, They got Christmas. Christmas is here. Today is what? The 12th. I ain't get the ham or turkey yet from Thanksgiving. Y'all done talking Christmas. Give me Black Friday first. Let me move on to that first. Let me get some from 50% off or something first before y'all talking about Christmas. Come on, man, people. Stop it. Now, I know if it's the people out there, the retailers or whatever, but it ain't all the retailers. Some people love their Christmas, and you go to some people else right now, they got Christmas tree up. They trying to push
Yep.
this thing. Y'all wasting the LGBTQ. Y'all trying to push this Christmas issue, and it is ridiculous right now. My God, Halloween. I didn't get to celebrate Halloween, George, because they talking about Christmas. They done skip over Thanksgiving, going straight to Christmas. I ain't get to wear a mask or a thing. It going so quickly. They ain't even give me chance, man. Come on, man. Please.
But okay, I think why they're doing it because if you think about it, now if the way things the days are going, by the time Christmas comes to me, these things are gone. So like you say, in order to make money and to really enjoy it, you have to start celebrating early. You need an early celebration. You need to start earlier. And I think that's what they're trying to do because you ain't buying that. Yeah,
No,
if you're
no.
gonna start selling things, there's nothing wrong with marketing it from now, right? Yeah, the parties
What
ain't
right
starting,
but it?
huh?
What right but it?
We well, we just a little bit, but 6 weeks out, 5 6 weeks out.
Thanksgiving,
So
George. Let me go away, catch Black Friday.
we ain't Americans, man. Thanksgiving
Like
that's
you
a
say, if we could have voted, we would have been voting too. Y'all know when Thanksgiving come, Bahamas here, the Valera, buck right out. You know we ain't gonna catch that Thanksgiving to do going on. So don't try that. Let me get there first. Let me go catch one block. Let me start on one line early in the morning, and let me go get some items, some big screen TVs, some all kind of things first before
we don't
Christmas
start in
come.
the lines no more. We Amazon. We send it. We shop
Yeah,
online now.
I know, but Amazon's have some good thing up, so let them have the sale. Let me send it to the hotel. Let the hotel get mad at me because I got too much stuff coming in. Y'all know I don't care. That's fine with me. But let me do that first. You're taking that from me, George. You can't take that from me, man. Give me that. Let me get the hotel mad because I got the storeroom booked right out with all type of stuff first. Let me do that first. Let me enjoy that first. Then let's go
Let,
to Christmas.
let, okay, now, fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
okay. Let me get the whole holiday season all together. Let me enjoy it because, like y'all say, when Christmas over, you'll be like, this what all this fuss and fighting and carrying on was all about, and it gone. As quick as that, it'll be gone. So let's slow it down. I tell my little girl, trust me, you're gonna be an adult longer than you be a child. Enjoy being a child. Have all the fun in the world. Enjoy that. So the holiday season, let me enjoy. I like the holiday season. Let me enjoy that. Don't speed it up. No, no, no. Take your time.
But
Let's do that.
you get to enjoy it longer like this. This is a
How?
longer. If you
No,
start with your eggnog and stuff from now, and you got
I can't drink eggnog for Thanksgiving, George. Come on, man. Come on, man. What kind of sacrilegious stuff this is you talking about, man? What you talking about? Now you're mixing everything up. No. Ham and turkey.
ah,
Everybody then putting out
well,
the ham
well,
and turkey menu right now for us to go enjoy, and everybody can have the ham and turkey with I need some lobster stuffing and everything. That's what I looking for. Let me get that out the way first. Let me get that. Let me go on the Bolera and
well,
let me have to sit in the harbor for 2 3 hours because everybody been tall, 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 tall. Let me enjoy that, man. And that is why all of y'all who talking about Christmas here, y'all are my bongi of the day. So I want to thank y'all. We run a little over a lot. We run over a lot today, George, but this politics. I can't wait till I get after them in PLP time. Oh, this can be good. Oh, hallelujah. This can be good. Because if y'all can't like this for Republicans and Democrats, whoo-hoo, I know for half of them in PLP, it gonna be, oh yeah, it gonna be good. So I would like to thank everyone who watched the show. Um, we have other shows that we have come on our Supreme Talk Bahamas YouTube channel. We have Sword Sharpeners on Monday. On Tuesday, we have Let's Talk. We also have What's Going On. Wednesday, we have Off the Bench. Thursday, we have Islandish. You can watch all these shows at 6 p.m. And just remember to subscribe and like. Get that notification bell every time a show comes on. And trust me, we'll have great shows just like this one today coming on through the whole week. Look like George, you got something to say.
For me, no man. I'm looking forward to the inauguration January. No insurrection this year. Yeah, it'll be nice, man. It's gonna be nice. It's four
Yeah, yeah,
years.
yeah,
Trump
yeah,
actually, Trump actually seems not to go back to Trump, but seems more mellow. So we're gonna see if we have that grandfatherly thing going on. When Ingram came back, he tell you he's a papa now.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Uh,
we'll see how it goes.
Trump can get himself in more problems. That's all Trump can do. He did get himself problems last time. Get himself in more problems. Yeah, Trump only could be Trump. I don't expect no
Well,
more out of Trump.
hey, one thing we all need to get into politics though, because if you could have all them charges against you, run
Oh
and win,
yeah.
and just reach
Oh
with
yeah.
a pen, oh hallelujah, like you say, that's America at its finest. Like,
I just remember something we talked, but Kirk Cornish and him being not guilty. Now we can look at him now. Hey, wait, Kirk should be in good shape because if we look at Trump and he had all them charges, he with the prostitute, with all these things, and we ain't got no problem with that. And we talking, but
yep,
and we want to be religious people. That's the different part. We want to be the religious people, and Trump done do more sinning than the law allow.
I,
We should
I think P
not
Diddy,
talk
I
with
think
Kirk Cornish at all.
P Diddy and R. Kelly might get a pardon and all on this
Well,
run.
I hope well Trump. Now then I could be with Trump then. Get P. Diddy and R. Kelly off. I need some good music back again from R. Kelly, man. You also try to make people ashamed to listen to R. Kelly and things nowadays.
R&B, you realize R&B never been the same again. And I mean, that's a whole show anyway.
There's no such thing
Since
as R&B anymore.
R. Kelly gone, yeah.
No
Shout
such
out
thing
to
as
him.
R&B anymore. But once again, we strain again. We end up finishing at 10 o'clock again. So join us next week when me and George tell you what's going on. See y'all, and y'all have a great, 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 great night.